I'm going to be honest, this is not the kind of video I expected to make today. Well, to be brutally honest, I didn't expect to make any kind of video today, but I felt that this is important because a lot of people are coming to my channel through Steam Deck related things. No, this is not becoming a Steam Deck only channel, do not worry. In fact, mouse, so there's that. Anyway, we need to talk about this. The Steam Deck LCD is no more. Kind of. We need to talk about this because there's a lot of misinformation going around from very high profile channels like even Deck Ready, although I kind of believe Deck Ready to be just kind of a clickbait channel, actually all of the Ready channels. But I want to be the kind of guy to clear the air, to be the person telling the truth and nothing but the truth. So I think we're going to go into this and just talk about what's going on and what isn't going on so that you can kind of make more informed purchases going forward. But let's start with the main thing, and that the Steam Deck LCD is officially out of production. Going to the Steam store and going to the Steam Deck page, you'll notice this very tiny message right around the end of the Choose Your Model page. And it says right here, we are no longer producing the Steam Deck LCD 256GB model. Once it is sold out, it will no longer be available. This includes refurbished, new, all that stuff. And if we go back up, you can already see out of stock. It is done, over. You cannot buy this anymore. And you're probably not going to get it for $3.99 anymore. And I think there's a good reason behind this. I mean, let's brutally be honest here. It sucks to be a gamer right now. Ramageddon is absolutely ravaging the games industry. PC makers are having the hardest time ever making new PCs since it's so hard to source RAM, and that's raising the prices up for everyone else, and I'm sure it's going to hit consoles very soon. And this is just part of that. Now, Steam is a little bit special, and Valve is a little bit special. Valve is a company that seems to really care about consumers while also focusing on their profit margins, because every company has to make money. Valve is a company that really cares about doing things that make them a lot of money, but also kind of circle back to making good things for good people. And the Steam Deck is part of that. Like selling a $399 PC that could pretty much play at most of the games that you chuck at it, that's a pretty pro-consumer move. And making it relatively easily repairable, that's also a very pro-consumer move. But obviously, we are in very weird times right now. It's very hard to buy RAM. Even SSDs are going up. Hopefully the ones for these don't, because I still need to buy one. Fingers crossed. Anyway, I guess the reason why they're getting rid of this now is because with the current prices of the RAM that they get for this stuff, they're not really making any returns on it. And of course, like I said, Valve is a company. Companies need to make money. Even ones that care about, their consumers and want to make the best things for them, they need to make money at the end of the day. And if it means getting rid of this in order to keep making money, I guess that makes sense. I mean, they're still selling the OLEDs. The OLEDs are staying where they are, and right now, at least, they're the exact same price they've been. $500 for the 512GB, $600 for the OLED. It's still there, and that prices have not gone up yet. But there is something else we need to talk about. Software support is not going away. Updates will still be pushed out for the Steam Deck OLED, and all those will still be pushed over to the LCD. New games will come out and will continue to come out that will be, tested, optimized, and, verified for Deck. That is not changing. I've seen, like I mentioned, Deck Ready. They've said that, Steam Deck LCD is completely losing support. That is not happening. Software support will remain. It's just that the hardware will no longer be produced because it's no longer financially viable for Valve to do so. And I guess that's kind of okay. I mean, if you bought your Steam Deck already, do not worry about it. Like, they'll keep making updates for it, making it better, and they'll probably keep checking Steam support. So if you have any problems, talk to them. Maybe they'll patch it up in an update or something. But it's just that they're not making the hardware right now. And that's a little bit disappointing considering this was such an affordable way to get into PC gaming. And it's just a sign of the times, And it's a bit sad. But support will continue on because there's no point in selling a piece of hardware that has no software support. And if Valve was to stop supporting the Steam Deck software-wise, they definitely would have told us that. They're still putting out updates for very old titles. I mean, Half-Life gets an update like 25 years after it comes out. Like, seriously, Valve is a very consumer-friendly company. They would tell us these things. So there's a little bit of a sigh of relief. Steam Deck is not dead yet, but the LCD is no longer being manufactured, and that is a pretty big blow for people who wanted to get one. And I'm certain some of you out there did. So I guess your best bet is to go hunting and find some good deals, or trade up and get the OLED instead. The OLED is a marked improvement over what we see here, but it is more expensive, and that is something you're going to have to think about. But I will tell you for right now, my LCD, which is objectively the worst one, is the single greatest gaming-related purchase I have ever made in my entire life. And I will tell you, I have bought a lot of things. So take it from me, get a Steam Deck. Still, get a Steam Deck. It is the easiest way to get into PC gaming. There's a ton of great games to play on it. Your whole Steam library comes with you. And plus, it's a whole darn PC in your hands. It's fantastic. As long as you're willing to live with Linux, which you should at this point, get rid of Windows. Hell, just stick to Mac if you want to. Just get away from Windows. Don't give Microsoft your money. But, you know what I mean. It's a great device, especially for the body. But it is going to be a little bit more of a pill to swallow now that the LCD is gone. So allow us to pay our respects to the most affordable way into PC gaming. Thank you, Steam Deck LCD, and good night. And no, your Steam Deck LCD is not going to just explode randomly now that it's no longer supported with hardware. Hopefully. I got my eye on you. But if you needed a reason to be happy, the Steam Deck docking station is still available. Yippee! Anyway, that's it. All I have for you, man. Get out of my house.